I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, it just makes me sideways if I try to do. I'm just messing around, kind of, if anyone does get on here. Just kind of trying to see if there's any way I can change the layout, do anything like that. And then I'm going to start kind of doing some updates of my upkeep, I mean, of my stuff. Yeah, I guess I can't really change the orientation of my camera. I don't know how people do it. Must do it through Streamlabs or something. I might mess around with Streamlabs next week. Uh, so yeah, I'm not really building anything per se today. Just kind of uh man, I lost my train of thought. That train of thought only lasted half a second. Um Basically, I'm just wanting to mess around with my glue for stuff that keeps falling apart and try some different stuff while I'm playing around, and I'm going to clean up some of my mess. Because I have a lot of different messes on this table. Oh, thank you for the like. My area here is, I haven't had much energy to um, reorganize and clean and stuff like that. So I was going to do some of that. I mean, I don't think, I hope y'all come on and chat and find this interesting. Basically, I decided to get on because I'm was realizing I'm kind of down, and I wanted to at least do something to kind of improve my mood, be somewhat productive. If this glue wants to cooperate. Don't know if this glue wants to cooperate though. I mean, I hope it does. Come on. I don't need this huge amount of glue, just a little bit. I think I need to spend a few minutes at Ace talking with the people there about what kind of glue I need. Because it's giving me this huge thing, and I'm really just trying to get a tiny bit. All right, that might do it. But now I have the string of glue. Ah, there we go. That should help. But now I got the string of glue all over me. Yeah, basically, I'm just trying to get this stuff that never stays together, that I want to stay together, to do that. Because that gets kind of frustrating. So, I have my drill this weekend, which is good because I need the money for sure. But I'm never in a good mood before drill. Okay, why doesn't this want to go where it's supposed to? Crap it. There we go. All right. I need a little one by one. If I could find a tan one, that would be perfect. Ugh. Ow. Here's my one by ones. And here are my one by ones. I can't do anything with this thing on. Which is kind of the point of it, I guess. It's supposed to stop me from moving my hand in specific ways. Oh, here's the part I'm looking for. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. Get that extra glue off of there. There, that should help keep this thing a little better together. Together a little better. Whatever the English is, I don't know. So this thing was one of my first streams, if I remember correctly. It's not really a Lego per se. It's off-brand, but I like it. I have another one of these. Yeah, I don't like this little bottle. They got to have something at the hardware store that will work a tiny bit better. Oh, I am getting glue all over my hands. Come on. There we go. Okay. I am no good with tiny parts. My life is a bull in a china shop. So, oh, thank you for the like. All right. That's the most annoying parts of this one, if I recall. So this is a light brick right here. And these are little lights. There we go. All right, put this thing down here out of the way. Yeah, this was one of my first couple streams, this thing. Um, at least now I average a couple people. Back then I didn't average one. I think that was like at least a year ago at this point. Oh my world. I've been out of work for so long. At least now that we have a budget, maybe they'll give me orders. That'd be nice. All right. Now, is there a good way I can do this? Oh, come on. Stop doing the little. There's that little string of glue is just really annoying. I could probably put some down here to try to keep all this together. Tried to put this glue in places that aren't obvious and make it look bad. There we go. I mean, this should help keep it together a little bit better. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just trying to get a little glue here and there to keep things together. Everything just sometimes you just touch Legos and they fall apart. It's kind of annoying. Kind of my thought process on this, on keeping these things together, is if I'm able to able to glue some of the bottom parts that are the main structural um, connections, then I might be able to do this without it taking away from the aesthetics. And I'm not doing like that Lego movie with Will Ferrell where everything is going to, all the minifigures are glued in place and stuff like that. I'm just trying to keep some of this stuff that's we don't want to change together. Hope to make them a little. Hopefully, they don't break as much when they inevitably. I can't say that word right now. Inevitably, fall off the table. I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Eventually, they'll fall off the table. I'm just trying to make it a little less likely that they'll fall into 5 million pieces and have to start from scratch every time. And whenever that happens, the little one gets so sad. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry. I'm like, baby girl, it just doesn't matter. We could fix them. But, I'm trying to make it a little better when it happens. Yeah. Well, I think I got the main structure stuff together glued right now. At least the bottom is going to stay together. Don't think I really want to put, I don't know if I can get some inside of here. It still look okay. Yeah. This might help. Just putting a little. Yeah, I think that'll help keep the sides together a little better. Oh, I'm missing a piece of glass right there. I'm thinking this doing it at the bottom in the main structure areas are is going to be my best bet. But these little tendrils of glue are driving me crazy. Little tendrils of glue. Come on. Come on. There we go. I'm not using a lot of glue for sure, but this is Gorilla Glue, so it should work pretty well. Hi, welcome in. Oh, hi. Oh, well, hi, thank you. Hey, Aviation, I'm doing all right. I hope everything's going all right over there. Yeah, I'm just kind of piddling around right now. Um, here's my guy fell. Here's my oop, I forgot I moved the camera. Here's my little prop plane. And the I love how the um wheels go up. Yeah, this is pretty cool. The stickers are really nice. These are actually vinyl stickers. Um, this was my first experiment with gluing these parts together after I was done. And it looks, I think it feels a little more sturdy. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure things don't constantly break. But yeah, this came out pretty good, I think. I'm gonna go back and get that. They have a biplane also, and I'm gonna next time I'm up at the hardware store, I'm gonna get that. It's like 20 bucks. Hi, welcome in. My only problem with this is these wheels are really, really close to this part up here, so they don't turn well. But for a off-brand Lego at hardware store, what do you expect? It came out pretty well, I think, actually. But for 20 bucks, you can't beat it. So Ace Hardware is the Lego Icons Condor. No, I would love to get that one. That's pretty expensive. I do a lot of Lego Icons because I love that stuff. Um, I'm thinking you're thinking about the Concorde. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that, and I really want it. It's huge. Yeah, that Concorde is huge. Um, I know I have some icons around here. They might be upstairs, actually. Oh, I have the Mars rover. I think that was an icons. Oh yeah, yeah. It was prohibitively expensive for me. But of course, right now, um, groceries are prohibitively expensive for me. I love a eat. I think I did see it in the. I was up at the Lego store a couple days ago, and I still saw it up there. This goes on here, but I don't remember. I need to pull up the directions for my little scrap jaw. I think is this guy's name, because a lot of his parts have fallen off like that. I don't remember where they all go now that I'm thinking about it. So I guess I'll put him to the side for right now. Actually, I need to keep all these parts together. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Oh, well, good. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, see you next time. I'm on kind of randomly lately. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of work on my co-host because I realized that her abdomen keeps falling apart, and I do not want that. She is the best co-host ever. Oh, other than my friend that did that one stream with me. She's not quite as talkative as him. Yeah, Dale did have fun. He's might do another stream like that here in a little while. He doesn't have a job. Oh, he's not looking for one either. Oh, mostly I love the icon stuff. Um, anything Pokemon. Um, I really want to get that EV that they just released. Most of my stuff is actually cities. Oh, this glue is driving me crazy. A little one, her favorite stuff are the dreams. So you can see just off camera here, I have one of the dream sets. I did a short with that earlier today. But the my favorite personally are icons and the cities. I wish they would do more for Horizon because I love the Horizon games. And Wednesday Adams. The Wednesday Adams stuff is very creative. But then I'd find the random stuff like this that I I enjoy. My this little guy was my co-host for a little while. I like their Halloween stuff. It is very entertaining. And inside of here, there's actually a heart. Of all randomness, you put a heart, like, in the center of this guy, and you'll never see it again, but it's in here. Yeah, you can't really see my, so there's part of my city over here and the big one here. Now, I did get this. Yeah, I love the little heart in there. It's buried in there, so you'll never get to it again, but it's just such a random thing that they did for no reason. Yeah, this thing is massive. This thing took me like 3 weeks, I think. But my little co-host Spee loves it. There we go. Um, if you look back on some of my shorts, you'll see the train. My train goes through here to the stop right there, but we actually show the train go around, which I thought was entertaining. I got this for my little girl. Well, you got to love the original Back to the Future. It's such a fun movie. Some of the mess right here is a icon set, the radio. I built it and it didn't work, so I took it apart and started to rebuild it and figured out I'm missing a piece. So I'm waiting for that to come in. So that's why it never worked. Now, ooh, for the city, eventually I'm going to put this together. This thing is massive. I still need to buy another table, which I might be able to do after drill. I mean, good or bad, I'd have drill this weekend, so that's a little bit of money coming in. Yeah, it's a modular. It's a huge set, and I need to put another table over here for it. I actually need like 3 more tables at the moment for stuff that I have sitting around. And I'm gonna expand my train to, to go around these extra tables. Well, mostly it's for I want my train to have a lot of room, but yeah, the Lego city here is on a slow manifest destiny to take over my basement. And I am here in the US, so we're all about manifest destiny. But like we're gonna have one more table back here. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna have one more table back here, and the train will go around the back of it, come back out this way, go out that way, and then back around. This one you can control from your phone, which I love. All right, got that part on a little better. Oh, I'd love those old steam train Legos. Those look so much fun. I want the airport. I really want that airport before it goes away at the end of the year. But I would need 2 more tables just for that, because I wanna add this into the airport, and I want the medical helicopter, not the helicopter, the medical plane. Hi, welcome in. I'm just kind of chatting with everyone. I'm randomly doing upkeep on my sets right now because I have a lot of stuff that's been falling apart lately. Yeah, this is actually really one of my favorite sets. Um, Man, Legos are expensive. My friend, they are, and they're horribly addictive. Horribly, horribly addictive. Why isn't this also make No, at the moment, mostly what I do is just following the sets. Huh, I don't think this is correct. I thought that these used to close together. You know, I'm I personally I'm an Army reservist, and I did do some DoorDash stuff, but I just couldn't do it sitting in my car. I have a lot of injuries from the Army, and sitting in my car for that long was killing me. Sorry, when I moved, my camera moves. And I'm trying to find a real job right now and just not having much luck on it. I've gone through the working multiple jobs. You're doing what you have to for your family, but man, it's difficult. There we go. That's how they're supposed to go. Um, One of my favorite sets, really, I'm working on the gate of it right now, is this Halloween modular set. It's a lot of fun to build. Um, and also this big one to my right was a lot of fun to build. I feel for your dad having to work 3 jobs, I really do, I've been there. When I was on active duty, I was working a night job also. Alright, so I'll pull out one of my favorite. I love, love, love this, Halloween set. Okay. Oh, thank you for coming in. Oh, hi. Well, thank you very much. And I said this in one of my previous videos. Thank you so much. That was insanely nice of you and made a huge difference. Someone had just asked a second ago. This is one of my favorites. I'm glad I did. Yeah, I don't normally have my camera here, so I'm still kind of learning. um, See, there's a little ghost right here. You can't really see him. There he is. Now you can kind of see him. There he is. And he actually has a little diamond in there that he's going around. Um, there's a little clock right here. You can see it a little bit. I love this set so much. And this little tree guy is probably one of my favorite random things. But he just looks so funny. I don't know why I love that tree guy so much, but I love him. I love him almost as much as my co-host Feasty right here. But my one of my degrees is in video production, and I love the colors on their Halloween stuff. It's they do a very good job with these um, darker hues and they make the greens and these blacks really pop to feel different than like the city sets over here. Those city sets are very neutral colors that aren't meant to invoke any type of real emotion, whereas these darker hues are meant to kind of pull you down for Halloween. Not pull you down, but give you that spooky feeling. And that's something I love that Lego does is they really think about the way that the hues and colors affect you. And that's one reason I love this and the Wednesday Addams stuff. They're very, very good about colors. Like, this is Morticia's cottage. For some reason, one of our unicorns, I guess it's not a unicorn, it's a Pegasus. My baby girl's very particular that I get that right. Um, yeah, this is Morticia's cottage, and you can really see the use of the colors in this. And there's a bunch of stuff on here that I need to get put them correct again and glue them. It's another one of these ones that opens. Um, there's a little crystal ball in here. I got this roof was not well designed. Bedroom right here, and actually up here you can't see it is um, a false ceiling, and Spee's little baby right here actually came from this set and was you could put it up in this false ceiling. But little girl told me that that's Spee's baby and it has to stay on its mommy. And I mean, you can see this has so many little rooms and it has these what are supposed to be stained glass windows. And there's not enough light. Computer basement on. There you can see a little better, but there's some stained glass window type things in here that are just gorgeous. And again, here they're using different hues and colors so well, which is why I love these Wednesday Addams sets. But I got to pull the instructions out and fix some of this. But I don't know why they built the roof like this. But once I'm sure that I have it correct, I'm going to glue it on. Not the best. I mean, most of their engineering is great, but this one, for some reason, it just does not work well. And it annoys me greatly. Yeah, I just love these sets. I have two more Wednesday Addams sets that I'm going to wait till this coming Halloween to do. 'Cause I don't think they're going to be releasing any more Wednesday Addams stuff, so I just think that'd be kind of neat. So I built this one last Halloween. and it has their car, and their car is just amazing. And I am going to glue some of this together. Yeah, Spee is I love my little one came up with the name, and I decided because I love that little set that she is going to be my co-host. And one of my shorts I did has a little spider stuffy, and I don't know why it was in my car, but I said that that's Spee sister. So sometimes when there's no one on the stream here, these little things. Oh, yeah, well, I love Stitch. One of my recent videos, I actually was it was cold down here, so I put on the angel hoodie thing because this is my basement, so I get sometimes it gets a little chilly down here. There we go. That should help keep this together a little better. I'm glad y'all like the shirt. I'm pretty much all I wear is this or a uniform. So, and at least it's drill weekend, so I get to have a little bit of income. Yeah, this is gonna need to be glued on. So why is okay? So that's what. That's how. Is this how it goes? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, a couple soldiers have seen me in civvies, and they joke with me about wearing tiki shirts. How many sets? Wow. I still have some sets from when I was a kid, from the 80s. Um, Let me think. Um, Man, these little strings of glue. Um, just around here, I can count about 40 boxes. And that's just a quick how many boxes I have sitting around on the ground here. Well, thank you very much for giving me a like. Yeah, I mean, I'm 46 years old, so I have stuff from when Lego was about to go out of business back in the 80s and 90s, in the late 90s. And I am so glad that they decided to re imagine themselves. People were trying to give them a hard time when they decided to do stuff more focused towards boys and girls. Like, oh, they're like, but lots of boys and girls don't want the same toys, and they play differently. It's just a fact. I mean, I have castles and stuff from when I was little, and my little one doesn't like those. My little girl loves the dream sets. And I would not have bought this when I was little for myself. Like now I buy them for my little girl because I love building them and playing with her. But, Lego saw the need in the market and went for it. And they saw the market for old people that wanted the big things. Yeah. Um, so usually, um, Monday through Thursday, I usually stream around 16:30 um, Eastern. Today, I was piddling around my house and starting to get kind of down, so I decided to stream and do stuff to get my mood back up. But usually it's that Monday through Thursday, sometimes Friday, sometimes Saturday, 16:30. Oh yeah. I mean, these dreams are so much fun. They're so colorful. Again, they get back to the color palettes. They're so bright. We were watching a couple episodes of the show. I was like, this is a very creative, fun show. I don't think I would have liked it when I was a kid, but I'm sure there's lots of kids that like it. My only problem with the dream sets is I can tell they're not doing the best engineering on them. So yeah, that's usually my schedule. Today was just r- rather than piddling around the house feeling depressed, I should do something. They're really going hard into Ninjago. I'm not a fan of Ninjago, neither is my little one. So, but I talked to some other creators and I watched some other people's creators stuff, and they look good. I mean, they look like the really cool sets. It's just not for me. Well, thank you. And I'm glad y'all come on. Yeah, I mean that's the thing is, so I'm very open about um my issues being a veteran. I didn't used to be, but I found using this platform. Oh no, no, no. Over there is little girl's play area also, but it's slowly taking over the whole basement. And of course my washer dryer. Yeah, I mean I found using this and being open with um my mental health struggles. I've talked to some other veterans also who have come on this and talked. And you know, it's best to, especially if I'm able to help some other people, is a good thing. And for some reason, even though I am looking forward to drill and working, I always get a little um anxious and depressed before drill because it's a lot of work for me. Now, I mean I love pets. I don't have any at the moment. Um my last cat um over a year ago died. Might be getting on to 2 years now. He was 23, I think, or 24. Um, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, yeah, I was sad. I mean, it was his time. He was what, 100, basically. He was the last of a litter of three. Um, his mom was a stray, and then she decided she came in and one day, and I was like, "Okay, I now live here." Um, Funniest thing, when, she gave birth, one of the 3 was a runt, and she pushed the runt away. I looked at her, I picked the runt up and put it back on her belly, and she just looks at me. It's like, "Okay, I'll feed it." Um, the runt was the first to go, but the runt was still in its teens. Um, then about 2 years before GB, my last one, little boy died. Then I had another cat that died about a year before him, or 6 months before him, that was also in her mid-20s. She wasn't part of that litter, though. Little boy was my kitty, though. There's a ladybug in here. Oh, now it's really in there. Little boy taught my little girl to walk. Um, when she was learning to walk, he was always with her, like anytime she was not asleep. And she would do the little learning to walk stuff and then fall on him like full body. And he'd just sit there and look at me and just like, "Daddy, get her off of me." One time she did that a little too hard. I think she did it on purpose because she thought it was funny, and he almost smacked at her. And I had to stop him, and he ran off and then came back later, kind of slinking. I was like, "I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to do that." My gait is being weird. But he would follow her around. He had to patrol her room before she went to bed. It was the sweetest thing. He was such a sweet kitty. I mean, I think he was like a military dog in a past life because he would follow me around, follow her around. He knew what time it was. He knew when it was her bedtime. He knew when it was my bedtime. It was hilarious. I don't understand. Well, I have one little girl. She's 9. That's what a bunch of these Legos are for. They're for her and they're for us to play together. Yeah, I think this one's staying together pretty well. I don't think I need to do glue on this, on the Dalmatians. I do need to rebuild their TV. And if you look at some of my shorts, a bunch of them are her helping me do the voices and stuff. Oh, I understand. This is You're having to think in a different language and type. I mean, I barely speak English, and I keep trying to learn French, and then I stop and then have to pick it up again. There we go. All right, welcome in. Uh, oh man, I don't think I could pick that up all by itself. So let's do this one. This is another one of those non-Lego Lego sets, and I just think it's so cute. Oh no, 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 this one is an actual Lego set. I got that wrong. I think. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, I know where Hungary is. I'm not the best educated, but I think I'm a little better than a lot of Americans. Yeah, I'm surprised at how many people from different countries um, get on this stream. It's really cool. I have a few French. There was an Aussie, Norwegian, um, New Zealand, Great Britain. Um, oh, excuse me. There was a guy once from Scotland. That's really cool. Oh, Spain. Oh man, what a beautiful place. What a, I wish I could travel. Hmm. Actually, I don't think this one needs any glue. I'm looking at it. All right, the most I have traveled just for pleasure has been I went on a cruise in the Caribbean with my grandfather once. Um, that was an experience. Teenage boy in the Caribbean. I was like 17. um, of course, I've been to Canada. I've been to some places in South America, all over the US. Oh man, Sweden. I would give anything to travel in Sweden. I just that and France as like two of the places I really want to go the most. My family is French Canadian, so I'd love to um, go to France for that reason. But Sweden, it's just something about that country I've always wanted to experience. I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe I want to find Nazi gold. Oh, you know, this I know I'm gonna have to put some glue on because these cars just like to fall apart. And Sweden has such an interesting history. But I mean, sadly, being here in the US, going anywhere um, is just so expensive. The flights are just so long from here. It just makes it really hard to do stuff like that for vacation. Hungary is a very interesting country also. I don't know as much about the history as other places. Post medieval. For some reason I know a bunch about the medieval history. Don't know why I did a bunch of reading once about that. I'm a geek and I just randomly pick up topics and learn about them and then move on. Denmark's also a place I've always wanted to go. And Greenland. But man, I'd love to go to France to the Um, I mean, the big tourist places, of course. Um, oh yeah, and I mean here in the U.S. Not get political. Things are just the prices for everything, and of course being unemployed. But man, it'd just be something I'd love to do with my daughter is go to some places, um, EU places. Um, it'd just be such an experience, and that I've never done it. I mean, the Caribbean was fun. Don't get me wrong. One of these is the wrong wheel. One of these is not like the other. And getting through these, getting these a little, putting everything together a little better. I definitely need to find some of my instructions and pull them up. I think I really need to do something like Streamlab, where I have the directions in one window and then my mug in another window. That way I can pull up the PDFs and go through them. I mean, I love pets. I just can't have any right now because I don't have any money. Oh, doing the streaming, wondering why it's not working. Like Streamlab, I played with it once and it's kind of finicky. But, if I grow, it'd probably be something I need to do. No, I'm not really trying to, I don't in the least think I'll ever make any money on this. I'm just doing it for the entertainment value to hopefully entertain some people and entertain myself. Because I live in this house by myself most of the time. And I'm thinking about furries. I love pets. I just can't afford to have a cat right now or dog. I can barely feed myself at the moment. And my little one. Ah, what is with this gate? Why this is not staying? I guess it's for a haunted house, so it doesn't need to be straight, but oh, thank you. I mean, I got impacted by Doge and then funding for the army, and hopefully this weekend we're going to talk to my commander and see if they can finally do orders like they want me to do. Because I have a lot of work I need to do on the army side, but I'm not going to do it if I'm not getting paid. Not even the stuff I can do sitting around the house on my computer. That being said, I end up doing stuff, of course, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Yeah, I just do logistics. I'm no crazy complicated stuff. I'm not a ground pounder, especially. I do logistics. It's all paperwork, moving stuff from here to there and everywhere. Tried running away, and if it wasn't for my little girl, I mean, all in all, now this one definitely doesn't need glue. I mean, I keep doing lots of applications. I'll get something eventually. I have a interview with the YMCA next week. I did get offered one job, but I couldn't make they wanted me to work night shift on the weekends, and I'd never get to see my little girl, so that doesn't work. You gotta have what's important. Well, thank you. No, I don't have plants. I have the opposite of green thumb. If a if I touch a plant, it basically dies, which is crazy because my mom can make anything grow. Man, I'm 6 foot tall. Well, yeah, I mean, she can make like any plant grow, and basically every plant I touch dies. So this was a neat little minifigure my little one got from one of those those random bags. Focus isn't working. It's a zombie pirate. He even has a peg leg and a hook hand. Man, I don't know if I can fix this. So this is a sign from a Red Rocket truck stop and when those fall out. It's a non-Lego Lego set and it made me angry building it. It just may not be fixable easily because touching this thing breaks it. Right now it says poke. And the Red Rocket itself, I don't know if I can pick it up. Looks pretty neat. Hey, here's half of it. It even has a dog meat, but man, it's more fragile than any Lego. And that sign just does not stay together. Okay, thank you. So I normally stream around 16:30 Eastern. Let's see, RE. Maybe that's supposed to be another R. RO. RE. RE. Was that supposed to be a D? Another E. ROCKET. Yeah. See if I can spell. I'm a soldier, not a marine, so I should be able to spell. See any more letters over here though. Here's a random person in a sheep show. Sheep should probably go with all the animals over here. So I have one little thing where I'm trying to keep animals whenever I randomly find them. Some people have gotten added into it. Hmm, interesting. I'll definitely look that up. The myth of Sisyphus. That is a very good story. The Sisyphus story. Wow. Okay, all these animals are falling down. I'm just not going to mess with them. This thing sometimes is being I mean, I'm not a huge guy, but not being small, Legos just tend to break with me sometimes. And some days it's just like I'm living in a china shop and I'm the bull. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull the directions out for this also. Hey, thank you for coming on, and thank you. This seems like it's missing a part right here. And I really think it's missing something here, but little one built it, and I looked at the directions afterwards, and I didn't see anything. But it's just weird that it doesn't have a back. Well, I think I accomplished just about everything I was wanting to right now. There's a bunch of stuff I'm gonna have to pull the directions out for to make sure they're correct before I glue them together. And now I'm covered with glue also. But hey, thank y'all for coming on. 13 likes is more than I get in a week usually, and I normally stream around 16:30 Eastern, Monday to Thursday, sometimes Friday, sometimes Saturday. Um, um, so if I get on like this earlier, it's kind of random here and there, but I might try to do that more. Um, but hey, thank y'all very much, and I'll be on again. Peace.